Hi everybody, this video is inspired by day 18 of 30 Days of Corsets, which asks who is my favorite designer who happens to incorporate corsets into their designs. Now, 6 years ago when I answered this question the first time, I said that I love Dior's work, and I think every corset enthusiast probably loves something about Dior's work. And also I chose Mugler as a sort of like a more modern designer. And actually Mugler has an exhibition in Montreal right now, and oh my gosh, I so want to go. I'm so excited for it, but we'll see if I'm able to make it to Montreal this year or not. But what I'm trying to do more on this channel is to celebrate the smaller designers and the independent corsetiers, because it's really easy to choose a big name designer and then call it a day. But I really want to be able to call attention to a lot of other really talented designers out there that you might not have heard of before. So basically, what is integrated corsetry? It's just a fancy term for saying that a corset is incorporated into another garment, whether it's street clothes or high fashion or evening wear or a more avant-garde, designer outfit. So for instance, Pop Antique makes a corset that is attached to a sort of like a button-down shirt. Corsets by Caroline has a corset that is kind of like a ribbon cincher that you can just keep adding ribbons down to make it more of a pencil dress or a bandage dress. So there are a lot of designers that are doing corset dresses right now. For instance, Vanyanes has made a really beautiful evening dress that zips up at the back so you don't see any laces whatsoever, but it's built over a bobinette overbust corset base. Dark Garden has been doing corset dresses and corset bodysuits forever now, and Innova Corsetry is coming out with a lot of different corset dresses right now. Absolutely beautiful work. I really want to be able to review a corset dress by Innova Corsetry at some point in the future. And there's also Ryan LaRue of House of 1,000 Corsets, who makes these really beautiful flowy skirts that are attached to cinchers. She's based out in Washington, I believe. And I have an entire gallery of corset dresses on my website. That's how much I love them. So if you're interested in seeing a lot more other corset makers who do this sort of integrated work, especially corset dresses, I'll post the link up in the cards and down in the description below. If you are interested in learning more about integrated corsetry in general, or if you even want to try it for yourself, I can point to a few different articles. There's an article on The Lingerie Addict written by Marianne Faulkner. She is the owner of Pop Antique, and she also works for Dark Garden Corsetry, so plenty of experience there. There's also corset articles written by Caroline Woolen of Corsets by Caroline, both on her Patreon and I think also in her personal blog. And there are articles on integrated corsetry in Foundations Revealed as well. But the question today, and I'm sure what you're all wondering, is who is my favorite designer who does integrated corsetry? And I want to point to two of the most underrated designers of today, I think. I had to narrow it down to two. I couldn't choose just one. But the first one is Ian Fraser-Wallace of Whitechapel Workhouse in the UK, whom I had met at the Oxford Conference of Corsetry, and also Anthony Canny of House of Canny, based in Georgia in the US. Both of them are absolute masters in their craft in their own way. Both of them straddle this kind of like opulent elegance and avant-garde. And Whitechapel Workhouse does these amazing, flawlessly tailored corseted suits with perfectly matched motifs on every single seam, and it's just witchcraft precision. And what House of Candy sometimes comes up with is just like bonkers creative genius. I will have to post pictures here because I cannot with my words like do justice to the amazing artwork that both of these people do. It's just like ugh. But both of them do just amazing work, and when you look at some of their like burlesque pieces that are just dripping with jewels, it is just otherworldly. I can't get enough of some of the stuff that they're coming up with. So anyways, go follow them now. I'll post some of their like social media stuff in the description down below, so you can go follow both of them and see some of their amazing work. But if you have a favorite designer that does integrated corsetry or incorporates corsets into any of their designs or work, leave a comment down below and let me know who your favorite designer is and what your favorite work of theirs is. I'm very curious to know, and I'm sure other people will have fun reading the comments as well. So that concludes day 18. Thank you so much for watching to the end, and I'll see you all next week for another video.